the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans, to the Bull Ring in Las Vegas. Here tonight for the Macqui 100. Here for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series for Red Light Racing. We've made it back here to one of the best short tracks in the iRacing simulator. The Bull Ring at Las Vegas puts it back into the hands of the drivers, because these drivers are going to have to wheel, deal, and, search around here tonight at the Bull Ring. The Bull Ring, a 4-turn track out here, and if you take a look at it, that back straightaway has a little bit of a slight curve in it. We'll see if any of these drivers are going to get up into that wall as they try to utilize all the pavement out here in the desert tonight. Right now, these drivers in their qualifying session here tonight for the Macqui 100 to see who will take home the front row of the Six Rings Racing starting lineup coming up here in just a couple of moments. But coming into the night, this is the 8th race of the season, and the points standings shake out and look like this. Max Terriel holds a 14-point lead over Michael Trevarthen. Then he has 31 points over the driver of car number 13 MA. That's Joshua Buckley. He's back in third in the championship standings. Chad Allcares picked up a bunch of positions last week after his podium finish. He is now 4th overall in the championship standings. 5th driver in the championship standings, he's just the magical number 42 back there. That is going to be Dave Bragg. That's your top 5 in the standings coming into the night here for the Macqui 100. So with that being said, it's just about time to kick things off here tonight for these drivers. We got one driver making his first start here. We'll talk about him a little bit later on, race fans, but it is time to head down to the track side to get the starting lineup. Starting lineup will look like this. Starting on the front row, he hails from north of the border, the Canadian Invasion crew. It's the Dave Bragg, number 31, will start on the pole here tonight. His outside making his first career start here with the series. That'll be car number 46. That'll be Cody Meadows. And how about another rookie, car number 17? Picked up 4 spots last week. That'll be Chad Allcares in car 17. He'll roll from the 3rd starting position. Starting back into the 4th spot, the driver out of Canada, the Beefy Motorsports entry. It's the Feeney call, number 38 of Brandon Feeney. Back into feed number 5 here tonight, starting 5th, car number 42. He's your points championship leader coming into the night. That'll be Max Terriel. Back into the 6th position, then driving car number 2 out of Tampa, Florida. That'll be Michael Trevarthen. And how about car number 14? It's the Cold Peppers Bakery Cafe. Macqui, number 14, MA of Brian Bianchi. Dalton Williamson in car number 1 will start back into the 8th starting spot here tonight. And how about Ken Allen? Car number 81 will roll from the 9th spot. TJ Henson, he's back here tonight, and he's ready to take some names, he said. He will start into the 10th spot. Rob Higgins in car number 40 out of the Higgins Hill Racing Stables Checkered Flag Auto Supply car will start into the 11th spot. And old Mr. Murdoch is back here again after a late night bike ride last night with the girls. He will start 12th. 13th on the call here tonight will be the reading up towards the top. This is car number 13, MA. That'll be Joshua Buckley, the Granny Hips Walkers and Canes entry. Will start 13th. And Chris Oliver's car number 52 will go from 14th tonight on Steve McCormick. The reach for the top. Number 70 will start 15th. Starting shotgun to the field here, the Checkered Flag Auto Supply 20-year anniversary entry of Mr. Bob Higgins will roll from shotgun to the field. That is your Six Rings Racing starting lineup here tonight for our race. Brought to us tonight by Bar Macqui, where you come as strangers, leave as friends. Bar Macqui is tonight's presenting sponsor, and we got to thank them for being a long-time running sponsor here. I heard coming up this fall, I get to meet the fine folks from Bar Macqui, so we can't wait for that one. Just like we can't wait to drop the green flag here this time out of turn number 4. Put 100 laps on the board. The Bar Macqui 100 here at the Las Vegas Bull Ring is green flag racing. Great start by the pole center here of Dave Bragg. Cody Meadows back there started second, and now he's drifting up the speedway. Here comes the Duncan, the Chad Allcares entry. The Storm Chaser himself. Chad Allcares will work his way around the rookie of Cody Meadows, sending him to the outside. Oh, a little bit of a bobble that time down on the bottom side of 3 and 4 as they all gather it back in, but it looks like right now Meadows in the no man's land to the outside. Here comes the Storm from the north. Max Terriel thought about taking a peek down to the inside in car number 42. He thought to go to the inside there on the 17 of Allcares, but thought better of 3 wide racing here early on. How about the Bar Macqui number 14 MA? One car going around. One car going around to the inside, and that's going to be the 81, the Oscar Meyer entry. There's the Oscar Meyer 81 rolling away. That is going to be Ken Allen going around to bring out the caution flag here this evening on lap number 4. Will be the first time we've seen the yellow silk fly here for the first caution of the evening. Watch it back. There's Ken Allen. He was running, just battling for the top 10. And Joshua Buckley going to get a piece of that also. You saw Allen spinning around 360. No kickflip, though. It's right on board. Joshua Buckley. Bam. Left front. Left rear. Not a good combination. Taking a look at it, yeah, you can tell the left front on Joshua Buckley's 13MA is a little shortened up. We'll see what happens with the number 13MA. Joshua Buckley looks like he is going to stay out onto the speedway here, so we'll see if there's any real big damage on that machine going forward. Couple drivers picking up a light racing, and he's dropped 4 spots. So he started on the outside, no man's land. He's going to start back onto the outside, no man's land again. Lights on the iRacing.com pace car will make their way out, so we are getting ready to go back racing here at the Bar Macqui 100. Here tonight, the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series here from the Bull Ring at Las Vegas. Checkered Flag Auto Supply located in Ayer, Massachusetts, a family-owned and operated auto parts store that has everything you need, from brake pads to windshield wipers to, well, if you need a motor, they can definitely find you and order it for you. We got to thank the Higgins family for being a big supporter here with the racing series. As these drivers come back up to speed, right foot on the accelerator to turn 1, and a great start by the 17 of Allcares, but he'll overshoot turns 1 and 2. Bragg back to the point, but here comes the 42. Max Terriel trying to go for a 2-for-1 entry. He got Allcares out of 3 and 4. Now this time he's going to go to the inside of the 31 of Bragg, down to the inside. New race leader, car 42 to the point here tonight. Bragg trying to get down in front of Brian Bianchi, but contact just behind them. I believe one car just slapped it off the wall there. That'll be the 46 of Cody Meadows, as the 17 of Chad Allcares got up out of the groove there, trying to follow the 31 of Dave Bragg. New race leader, new fastest time this evening. Max Terriel with a 14.43 second lap time has him as the fastest car, and he is out front leading the 14MA of Brian Bianchi. Dave Bragg has fallen back to that 3rd position. That it's Dalton Williamson, Michael Trevarthen, Chad Allcares, Cody Meadows, Rob Higgins, Brandon Feeney, and Joshua Buckley picking up another one on that restart to put him now inside the top 10. That's your top 10 drivers here after the first 13 completed rotations around the Bull Ring here at Las Vegas. And if you want to see a side-by-side battle, you got to go all the way back here to the 12th and 13th position, respectively, on the speedway. And that is car number 70, Steve McCormick, who's picked up 3 spots early on. Richard Murdoch in the 0-1 entry. He tried to get some exercise in last night just after dark. And now he has fallen back here to the 13th position. He's been into the wall here tonight at least one time. We'll see if he's able to pick up any positions here. Right now, these drivers look like they're working into that long run groove that we see a lot of times here on a Thursday night. Hey, look at that. Aiden Vecchione out there, not on the track here tonight at the Las Vegas Bull Ring, but out here with us tuning in as you see the fastest car on the speedway. The last 7 laps, Max Terrell has put down blistering fast lap times here at the Bull Ring. Leading right there, that's the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place cars. There's Dalton Williamson. Car number 1, Dalton, a 3-time champion here on Thursday night in previous seasons with different machines out there onto the speedway. He's won a championship in every car that we have driven throughout the last couple of seasons. Took last year off, though. Spotted for a couple of drivers, trying to get them up to speed, see if they could compete with that number 1. Max Terrell also taking off last season, and now they're both back here to try and battle for a championship. As you see, the number 1 of Dalton Williamson trying to go to work on the number 14 MA. That is going to be Brian Bianchi. One car, I believe that's the 31 of Dave Bragg, having some connection issues here tonight. Back to the battle for the 2nd position. It's going to be the best battle on the speedway. Bianchi, one of the hardest drivers to get around. Here comes Williamson, though. Williamson got a great run that time off turn number 2. He'll open up the door. He'll waltz right through it. And guess what? His partner in crime, car number 2 of Michael Trevarthen, will come right along with him. Williamson a little sideways that time off turn 2. Able to gather it up and keep his right foot in it. Will Brian Bianchi go back on the offensive here, or will he try to save a little bit of tires? Like I said, this has the look of a long-run race here tonight for these drivers. Red light racing, very respectful racing, whether it's on Monday or on Thursday. It's one of the most respectful series to race in, and these drivers will go for long green flag runs. We've seen many times where we've maybe only had 1 caution flag at most for weeks on end, where we've seen them go green to checkered. We had 1 caution here tonight. Does that mean the rest of the way we go green to checkered? Well, we're all going to find out together here on a Thursday night. New fast time for the driver that's running into the 2nd position. Dalton Williamson has been able to lay down. Last time by, it was his best lap with a 14.41. This time, just 1/100th of a second slower. This battle is still going. I think Murdoch is trying to say, hey, I want to reach for the top and grab a brewski myself from the number 70 of Steve McCormick. McCormick has the position in the orange and blue, number 70 there as they work past the flag stand. Murdoch in the 0-1, the red, orange, and black machine. Looks like he gets a great run off turn 1, but I think McCormick's a little bit better down here in 3 and 4. How did I say that? And he'll wiggle that car, the 70, going all the way to the top of the speedway. So there goes Murdoch. Murdoch gets by. There's Chris Oliver. Ken Allen also right there. Wonder how much damage has actually been done to the number 81 of Ken Allen. Remember, he was the driver that brought out the first caution flag. He got tagged in the left rear then by Joshua Buckley. So Allen had to start at the tail of the field here, just ahead of them. Chris Oliver trying to make a move. He's a rookie this season here with the series. Trying to take on one of those, well, Murdoch's not a wily veteran here on a Thursday. He's made a handful of starts throughout a couple seasons. This year, he said he was going to go full-time short track racing, try to hone some skill on the short tracks, even though he does have a win at the Bristol Motor Speedway on a Monday night, the big series. Towards the front of the field, Brian Bianchi under attack. Here comes all gears, and I thought Mr. Bianchi was going to try and slam the door on the number 17 to Chad Allcares, but he left him half the inside, and now they bang Nerf bars, and up the speedway goes the number 14 MA of Brian Bianchi. Here comes Dave Bragg, and Bragg drove it in and got a little sideways there, had to check it up. There's Meadows. Meadows, remember, started inside the top 5 here tonight. He's been falling back to that 7th position in car number 46. You see the yellow Nerf bars, the blue and black Mad Sim Racing entry here tonight. He was down with the guys just before the race or their practice session, just kind of throwing jabs back and forth. He said he felt very comfortable coming into the night, said a really good time he felt in the practice session. And then all of a sudden, as the yellow flag flies again, Steve McCormick this time, but Meadows said he felt defeated, though, when Dalton Williamson went out there and just obliterated his lap time that he had posted. The caution flag is for the number 70. There you see the top row. Reach for the top, number 70 of Steve McCormick. This is the replay here. Let's take a quick gander at it. What happened to McCormick as he was trying to get to the inside, it looks like, on Ken Allen, as Nope, you spin me right round, baby, right round. Goes around number 70, backs it into the inside retaining wall, and that brings out the caution flag here for the second time tonight. These drivers get down to pace speed. Race fans, we told you here tonight, the race brought to us by our friends at Bar Macqui. Did you know that if you went there as a stranger, not knowing anybody at the bar, you will leave finding yourself a friend? That's because everybody at Bar Macqui is a friend, and you turn from friends into family over at Bar Macqui, one of the best establishments you can have to have a good time in the Massachusetts area. Make sure to head over to Bar Macqui. Put it in the GPS, actually. You'll be able to find it, trust me. I have it pulled up on my cellular device. Tonight's race leader, we've had two of them. Max Terriot took the race lead on lap number 10 away from the number 31 of Dave Bragg. And take a look at this. One driver is actually coming to pit road right now, and it is the Culpeper Bakery Cafe, Colony Tire and Service Center. Bar Macqui, number 14 MA. Brian Bianchi will come down here just before the halfway point in this one. He's going to put right side tires on that. There you see the number 14 coming back out onto the speedway. Right side tires, drop the jack, and go. These drivers do not need fuel. It's not something they're going to have to worry about here tonight at the Bull Ring. So with your race leader of Max Terriot out front here, he will restart this race here. Dalton Williamson will be to the outside with Michael Trevarthen to the inside of row number 2. Then it'll be Chad Allcares to the outside of row number 2. That's the first four drivers here tonight, race fans. And hey, we got to thank you, race fans, for tuning in here tonight to catch all the racing action for the Bar Macqui 100. Tonight, the Checkered Flag All Supply Short Track Scrambler Series back on the big screen here for Red Light Racing. So what do you say? Give them a thumbs up. Let these drivers know you appreciate the racing they are putting on here tonight at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. And why don't you hit the subscribe button, smash the bell, get the notifications anytime we go live, whether it's right here, Short Track Racing on Thursday, or Monday night with the Red Light Series, where they bring out the big stars, the big cars on all the NASCAR-style tracks with Brett the Jet behind their microphone, where sometimes you might see me out on the raceway if I'm not taking care of my two little guys. As these big guys bring them back to green. Screeching tires and all as everybody thunders and storms it down into turn number 1. It will be Max Terriot, though, into turn 3 first here, and he'll lead the first lap back to green flag racing. So it's Terriot, Williamson, Trevarthen, Bragg is how they all came back across the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. But Allcares up to the outside of the Duncan number 17. Here comes Rob Higgins. Higgins has picked up 5. He's looking to pick up his 6th spot here tonight as he started outside the top 10. Now he is inside the top 5 here as he made the pass on Chad Allcares. The old chicken farmer there of Rob Higgins, Macho Man. The cowboy, the Bush Latte drinker, is now up here. There's Allcares is getting worked on by, that is going to be the 46 of Cody Meadows. Meadows down around the bottom side. He'll wrap the bottom and he'll pick up a spot. How about that driver right there behind him, though, the 13 MA, the old Granny Hips Walkers and Canes entry. You know how I wound up here in the booth, race fans calling these races here for Red Light Racing? Well, all because of the race here at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. We were here at the SK Modifieds. That's right. I got to run 5 races with the series here with Red Light Racing on the short track division until we came to the Bull Ring. Josh Buckley started ahead of me, and well, the green flag came out. The 13 MA went nowhere, and I ended up turning the 13 MA onto his roof. After that, Joshua Buckley said, "No more. You're not allowed to race with us. You sound better up in the booth talking about some of these virtual machines going loop to loop, round to round." So I'm up here, he's out there. Not sure how it's fair, but I guess, well, he's the one that makes the decisions around here. And something happened here to Rob Higgins. And let's take a look back here. Lap number 46, they're telling me something happened to Mr. Higgins on the replay. Higgins down there, oh, he lost it just off the apron. So that's not going to draw a caution flag out here. He looped it back around. So a solo spin there by Mr. Higgins as we bring it back live. Just before halfway, he's hoping to see a caution flag now at this point. Remember, one driver came to pit road under that caution flag as we hit the halfway point though this time. Dalton Williamson, the new race leader, by the way. He got it on that restart. Well, Brian Bianchi pitted. He's worked himself up to the 8th position with those fresher tires. There is the new race leader, though. There's the Elite Performance. Number 1 of Dalton Williamson out front here at halfway. He's the halfway home leader and only the 3rd race leader of the evening. Battle here between the two rookies. There's All Cares to the bottom and the pink number 17. Well, I say pink, it's the wheels and the Nerf bars for the Duncan Run and Done number 17. Cody Meadows to the outside. The yellow bars, the black and blue machine. We don't have any notes on the driver of car number 46 coming into the night other than what we had told you, race fans, of how he felt good in practice. And then Williamson went out and beat his lap time. Well, look at that. Jeremy out there tuning in here tonight to watch his favorite driver. I'm not sure if it's anybody else's favorite driver, but there's Richard Murdoch, driver out of South Carolina. Jeremy, what we would like to say is you made it here before Richard Murdoch crashed out of the race. I'm sure that's what you actually meant, right? Give you the big old wink on that one. Murdoch, though, started back there into the 12th position. Now working over Joshua Buckley. There you see the old Buckster to the outside. As Murdoch will go to the bottom side, make the pass. Now Buckley going to be stuck to the outside. That is Brandon Feeney down on the bottom side of the speedway, trying to work his way up. The best that the Beefy Motorsports Feeney car number 38 can do. Just behind them, that is going to be Chris Oliver and TJ Henson. So Joshua Buckley fading. He's going to be able to hold off the strong charging Feeney call number 38. And now Feeney going to tried to be worked over. I believe that is the white number 52. That is going to be Chris Oliver here tonight. Oliver down on the bottom side. Another one of those rookies. A bunch of rookies here tonight at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. One of the hardest tracks to run. And all the rookies showing up and showing out. As the rookies all battle here, though, tonight, Dalton Williamson still the race leader. He's put one car a lap down, and then Steve McCormick. McCormick is being scored one lap down. There's the race leader, and there is the driver that is running into the 15th position. Rob Higgins needs a caution, and he needs it right now. Chris Oliver having some problems. He's down on the front straightaway, and caution flag. There it is. It's going to save Rob Higgins at the expense of the number 52 of Chris Oliver. So Oliver going around, bringing out the caution flag here. The 3rd caution flag of the evening flying here tonight at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. Chris Oliver looking like he's in the Austin Powers movie with the golf cart. Or not, yeah, I guess you can call it a golf cart, a little tug in the hallway. And this is what happened to the number 52 of Chris Oliver. Remember, he was working over Brandon Feeney. You see him still to the inside here in the replay. And do they touch? No, they don't. The 52, it just comes out from underneath him. Slight contact to the inside wall there for the 52 of Chris Oliver. Right on board the right front here. On board camera tonight, brought to us by our friends at the Checkered Flag Auto Supply. There you see it. You heard the contact with the wall. Well, that's just a bumper bar. Take a look at it here as we come back live. All the lead lap cars, well, I say all of them. Some of them coming to pit road, some of them staying out. So the strategy is going to be placed wild here. Max Terrell comes out first, and it's Dave Bragg. Here comes Richard Murdoch out of pit road, and it's going to be a drag race. Give it to Brandon Feeney, then Joshua Buckley, TJ Henson. So those drivers all coming to pit road. Some drivers are staying out. Let me drop down the menu here. Let's see, can we get that drop down? There she be. That's how they're out there running right now. Dalton Williamson, Michael Trevarthen, All Cares, Bianchi, Terriel, Bragg. McCormick's going to fall through the list here a little bit. He got that lucky dog. So he's back on the lead lap, but now they're going to funnel him back into the right position behind all the drivers that were on the lead lap. When you get the wave around like Steve McCormick did, that lucky dog, you have to start at the tail end of the longest line. So that's literally behind all the lap cars. So he'll actually start 16th on the grid when we go back racing here. So no tires up front here for Williamson, no tires for Trevarthen, no tires for Allcares, 2 tires for Bianchi back on lap number 37, and then it's going to be Max Darrell, Dave Bragg, Brandon Feeney. They all just came down pit road here on lap number 62. Ready to get the bar, Macqui. Line him back up, bartender ready to go. The green flag is back out here at the bull ring. Good start there by Michael Trevarthen, but the inside lane just so dominant here tonight. We have not seen a single pass made on the outside lane tonight here at the bull ring. See everybody fighting for the bottom side. Max Darrell has the fresher tires. He's trying to get to the inside of Brian Bianchi. They're going to pull side by side into turn number 3. Here they come once again. Across the line, Williamson, Trevarthen, Allcares, Max Darrell, Brian Bianchi. Where did Richard Murdoch come from? Boy, did Cotton Eye Joe put some sticky stuff on the right side of this machine. And now he is into the top 5 for the first time here tonight. Richard Murdoch, and a little contact there. Bianchi and Bragg. Remember, Brian Bianchi came down pit road on lap number 37. Everybody else just came down under that last caution flag on lap number 62. So the tires a little bit older on Brian Bianchi's car versus the drivers that are getting to the inside. And Bianchi tried to come down and close the door on the Granny Hips Walkers and Canes number 13 MA, but Joshua Buckley was right there. He's got the fresher tires on the Checker Flag Auto Supply number 13 MA. Trying to get around his Massachusetts counterpart. Oh, close. Racing a little contact there. Buckley down the hill. He's there. He's got the fresher tires. Just has to hold on to it right now. Brian Bianchi, one of the drivers that is the hardest to pass here in the series. And as you see, they were battling. They have lost so much ground. There's Cody Meadows right there. Brandon Feeney just hanging on to the top 10. Bianchi just holding on, trying to get to the end of this one. Murdoch going for third here to the inside of the number 17 of Chad Allcares. He also got around the number 2 of Michael Trevarthen. Trevarthen, remember, did not put tires on. Neither did Chad Allcares. One driver going around. One driver around this time off turn 4. He's going to try and get it pointed back into the right direction. He will. The caution flag not coming out for the number 14 of Brian Bianchi. Just a solo spin. Remember, he had the older tires. He was trying to hang on. He really was. And now he's going to be back here being scored 14th position to match the number on the side of that number 14 MA. Dalton Williamson still out front here tonight. There's the race leader. He is working upon the number 14 of Brian Bianchi. Last time by, some of these drivers setting their fastest lap time of the evening. Richard Murdoch just went with a 14.37 as his fastest lap of the evening, which is 24 laps to go. So the track still has a lot of life in it here at the bull ring. Dalton Williamson is the race leader, but I can tell you Max Darrell is ticking away about a tenth or two a lap, and with 23 laps to go, 7/10 of a second race lead, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when will Max Darrell catch up to that number 1 of Dalton Williamson, because Williamson's going to now catch that lap traffic. Is Bianchi going to let the number 1 go right on by? We're about to find out. Bianchi going to go high in 3 and 4. That's going to allow the number 1 to get to the inside, and that will put Brian Bianchi 1 lap down with just 21 laps remaining. Will the number 42 be able to get through here? He will. So Max Darrell is going to be able to get through. Wasn't quite able to swing as wide as he would have probably liked out of turn number 2 because the 14 of Bianchi was there. But hey, you got to find a way around everybody at certain points in this race to be able to be in contention for this win. And I'm looking at it, and he was still faster that time by, even though he had to deal with the lap car. 20 to go, put 19 left on the board. When you look at the drivers that are running 1 and 2 right now, they are the drivers that, well, have the most wins in the series. Dalton Williamson has 34 wins with the series, while Max Darrell only has 17. I say only has 17. There's only 5 drivers that have double-digit wins in the career here on Thursday night. Williamson obviously leading with 34 wins. Max Darrell with 17, and Brian Hacker has 14. Michael Trevarthen has 12, and A.J. Hamill has 11. We're going to have a race on our hands, race fans, right here at the front of the field. Richard Murdoch still hanging on to that third position, but it's come down to just these two drivers at the front of the field. Unless something drastically happens here at the end, it's going to be a battle. And oh, look at Terrill. Took out a big swipe of that race lead that time. Dalton Williamson knows he is on borrowed time. He's going to throw a block down the back straightaway. Max Terrill, with 15 to go, is there knocking on the back door of the race leader. And you can tell Dalton Williamson is running some defensive lines here tonight at the bull ring with that 42 bearing down on the backside. There it is, the one out front here as you ride on board the second place machine. Max Terrill just kind of stalking his prey right now. 13 to go. It's still Williamson, Terrill, Murdoch. There's the third place battle. Chad Allcares is right there on those older tires, still able to hold on to the back of that 0-1 of Richard Murdoch. We'll see if those tires do equalize, and if Chad Allcares is being able to get back around the 0-1. Remember, Murdoch spent most of his night here tonight outside the top 10. Now finds himself running third with just, well, this time by we get there, it'll be 10 laps to go. Max Terrill searching around here. Going high, diving low. Williamson gonna block, and oh, Murdoch makes a mistake. Here comes Dave Bragg now. Bragg gonna get to the inside of the 0-1 of Richard Murdoch. There is Cody Meadows also. Allcares is down off the pace, it looks. Looks like him and Richard Murdoch made a little contact, and that's what sent those two drivers scrambling with just 10 laps to go. Now 9 laps to go that time by. Battle for the race lead is still on as they work down the back straightaway. 9 to go, coming to get 8 laps remaining. Max Terrill, the championship race leader, coming into tonight here at the bull ring. And as the point standings would fall right now, he would still continue to be the points championship leader. Sideways for the one of Williamson. Williamson was sideways that time in 3 and 4, looking like he was trying to be a drift king. And Max Terrill got to close right back up on the back bumper there of that number 1. Max knows he has the faster machine. 6 to go. You want to talk about veteran racers at their best. Now here comes Max. Will he get to the inside? Williamson with a big block down the back straightaway. Williamson making Max Terrill work for everything he can when they come by this time. It's 5 fingers in the air, giving every driver here tonight a high 5 at the bull ring at Las Vegas. Let's keep it high, wide, and handsome here so we can watch these two drivers battle it out. Final 4 laps of the evening. Williamson, Terrill, Bragg, Meadows, Murdoch here at the top 5. About a car length down the back straightaway there for the race leader of Dalton Williamson. Just has to be smooth, consistent. And all Max Terrill has to do is maybe just one slight little tap there. You see Williamson off of turn 2 with a wiggle again. Remember, Dalton Williamson has not come to pit road tonight. They're going to see the old popsicle sticks. Throw them up, toss them out. The popsicle sticks here tonight just 2 more times around the bull ring here at Las Vegas. Here comes the 42 again. Max is there. He'll look high, entering, diamond the corner off, see if he can get a run to the inside. The white flag is flying here tonight. Brought to us by Culpepper's Bakery and Cafe. It's the final trip around the speedway as they work down the back straightaway one final time. Max going to throw it into the top side. Oh, he'll lose the traction. Coming across the line to pick up his win. That will be the number 1 of Williamson. Max Terrill will fall for second. That'll be Dave Bragg, Cody Meadows, Richard Murdoch, Chad Allcares, Michael Trevarthen, Joshua Buckley, TJ Henson, Brandon Feeney, the top 10 drivers. There's the driver that will go to victory lane here tonight at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. Joshua Buckley, I believe, was throwing a bag of something at the number 1 Williamson there as he 3-wheels it, as he does a little bit of celebrating here tonight at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. We'll take a quick step away, race fans. We'll see if we can talk to the top drivers here tonight after 100 laps in the Bar Macqui 100 for the Checkered Flag All Supply Short Track Scrambler Series here for Red Light Racing. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back with the top 3 podium finishers tonight after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Bull Ring here at Las Vegas here tonight for the Bar Macqui 100. Come as strangers, leave as friends, become family at the Bar Macqui Bar in Massachusetts. What do you say we see how these guys, if they're any friends after 100 laps here tonight at one of the smallest, toughest tracks here for short track racing? Let's head down to Victory Lane here tonight as the number one of Dalton Williamson able to hang on here tonight. Dalton, a great race, but a very bold strategy here tonight of not pitting around lap 63 when everybody else decided to come to pit road.
Yeah, I thought I saved enough. Guess I didn't. I kind of learned my lesson past couple weeks, even though I screwed myself last week. But I tend not to pit during these races because I don't want to get caught up in all the wrecks in the back that sometimes happen. So I try to stay out front and save the best I can.
Well, you stayed out front here, and it looked like you were going to get away with one. But that 42 came running at you fast at the end of this one, turning some of the fastest lap times we saw all night. Were you worried when you saw that Max Terrio broke free of the group of cars back there and was being scored P number 2?
Yeah, I knew he was coming with new tires. You never count Max out, and he always, finds a way. And to be honest, like I was talking to you before we went back live, if he would have hooked me, it would have been whatever. I was trying my hardest to keep him behind me, and turned out it worked.
How hard is it when you see somebody like Max with the driving ability that he has to be behind you and knowing he's got the fresher tires, throwing the blocks? How hard is it to time and calculate where he's going to go?
Line-wise, we're pretty close. So, I just kind of luck of the draw, I guess. Try not to make any mistakes and hope he doesn't get underneath you.
Well, you were able to hang on to it here tonight. Sideways a little bit. I'm sure your old friend there, Michael Trevarthen, would be proud of you for being sideways. But for the 35th time here in your career, what do you say? Let's roll this red carpet out. Don't get it dirty. And here's the microphone. Who do you got to thank tonight?
First and foremost, Turn 3, Roger, Brett, all the broadcasting work you guys do. Checkered Flag Auto Supply for being the league sponsor, and as far as sponsors go, Review Sports, EPI, Platinum RV Services, BK Paints, and the family for watching. And other than that, not too much.
There you have it. He thanks everybody, including Mr. Brett the Jet from Monday night. He doesn't even show up on a Thursday. Your race winner, though, Dalton Williamson here tonight at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. Driver that will come home, P number 2, standing by here. Max, a great run for you, and you looked like you were going to be in the catbird seat late in this one with those fresh tires. You're just not able to get around that number 1 of Dalton Williamson.
Yeah, he made it very difficult to get under. That's the only place that there was an opportunity to pass this on the inside, and he made his car as wide as he could, and it worked for him. So, of course, with these cars a bit underpowered, it was really tough to get a good run right on the exit. Otherwise, I'd have to get some momentum going, but it didn't close up as fast as more higher powered car. Still, it was a good finish, a good second place. It's not my best track, but I like the feel of it. I like that there's 2 wide possible throughout the field. So yeah, I'm looking forward to coming here next time and improve 1 position.
Well, after a great run here, you're going to extend the points lead headed into next week. Well, I hope you like some country music, because the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway is where we go next week. What do you think about headed to the Music City?
Yeah, that's a track I like, and again, not my best. It's kind of one of a kind now that Bristol is running high, and Southern National might be a little bit tighter in the corners. But I'll have to work on it. But I like this track. There's some passing opportunities that are available, but I don't know yet which car we're racing. That'll make a big difference.
I believe we got the super late model coming back out of the old garage.
Yeah, okay, then yeah, even tire wear will probably come into play. Either the right rear on the corner exits, or going in too hard on corner entry might use up the right front. So yeah, it'll be interesting to race there.
Well, let's get you out of here so you can go practice some tire saving techniques there in Nashville. Who do you got to thank for a podium finish here tonight?
Yeah, thanks, Roger. Yeah, as always, my fiance, my friend Max, sent next to the thing, and my dad, everyone at Turn 3 Network, Bob for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply sponsorship, Josh for running this Thursday series. And good 3rd place finish also for what's his name? Yeah, Dave. I'm sorry, I drew a blank there. We'll see you guys next week.
Well, there you heard it. Max Theriault will finish P number 2 here tonight. He talked about his fellow competitor. He's pretty forgetful because he forgot to come talk to us last time he finished on the podium. So I guess this time we're giving him a chance here, race fans. How about the driver that sat on the front row here tonight, the number 31 of Dave Bragg. Dave, a great run for you. The car looked fast in the first 10 laps, and then all of a sudden, Max Theriault blew right on by you with that storm from the north, and then kind of seemed like he kind of got beat around on the outside groove.
Yeah, the pole position was a surprise, honestly. I had no speed. I was like 7th, 8th, 9th during practice, but what I noticed was the guys could bang off those laps for about 5-6 laps, and then they start coming back down to my speed and run a bit. But it was really a bit of consistency for me tonight, and if I got stuck on the outside, I was just going to the back. I was honestly just looking for holes at that point, kind of lift early, let everybody go on that inside. There's no point really chewing up your tires and letting that type of stuff worry, and just run your race and get to the bottom lane and do what you got to do.
How hard was it out there tonight? It seemed like the bottom was the only place to make passes here in Las Vegas.
Oh, for sure. Bottom lane was like full dominant all night. There's nothing you can do on the outside lane. You could pinch down if you wanted to, but these open wheelies, you don't want to connect going into the corners. And it seemed like everybody raced really respectful tonight. Dalton throwing a huge block. I was impressed he was able to hold it after. I thought he was getting tail hooked and I was going to get a free win, but can't be that lucky, I guess.
Well, sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes it just takes a little while to actually get it there. But you've been having some pretty strong finishes here. Maybe not the championship season like the other year, but this 31 has a lot of speed in it so far this year. You found yourself running 5th in the championship standings coming into the night. I believe you're going to leapfrog all Karras and Joshua Buckley. You should find yourself sitting 3rd here tonight after Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's been a kind of up and down, I think. We've really shown some speed in the last couple of races, a couple of rough ones at the start, but I think we got all these hiccups figured out, and we'll start hunting for a championship here.
Well, one final question here tonight, Dave, before we hand you the microphone to thank everybody back home in Canada. Favorite country artist?
Favorite country artist? Like Trace Atkins, something like that. Like the old 90s country. That's what you got to pump out.
Well, hey, I was just down at Nashville listening to some country music, and I believe he was playing on the old jukebox at one time. So what do you say we let you thank those sponsors, and I'm sure you can head over to YouTube or Pandora and listen to some of that Trace Atkins.
Yeah, a big shout out to you, Roger. You guys put on a hell of a show every single week. Great job also on that Feeney Call podcast. If anybody's listening and want to listen to some amazing kind of race stories, definitely check on over to the Feeney Call podcast. Big shout out to all my sponsors as usual. Jiffy Lube, Switch Tire. Big Bruce painted this one up. I told him to just throw him on there. He deserves a big pat on the back. He throws me out paints pretty much in 48 hours every time I ask for a new one. Huge shout out to the wife taking care of the baby out in the living room. And yeah, we'll go home and celebrate this one.
There you hear it, the Trace Atkins fan of Dave Bragg throwing it back to the 90s. That's the heyday of music, I would say myself. Dave Bragg funnels home here tonight, number 3, after sitting on the top spot to start this one. Cody Meadows and Richard Murdoch will finish 4th and 5th here tonight, rounding out the top 5 in the Bar Macqui 100 here tonight. Hey, race fans, if I leave right now, I could make it to Bar Macqui in 4.5 hours. Which one of you race fans want to meet me there for a nightcap? I'm sure Siri on my watch is sitting here going, oh boy, here we go again. But hey, race fans, it was a great race here tonight at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. These drivers, well, you saw them. Bang some Nerf bars. Well, forget the Nerf bars. We're going to put the fenders back on. We're going to head to Nashville. We're going to see what kind of country music stars we can bring out Nashville. April the 25th is back when the series comes back to the big screen here on a Thursday night. That's just 7 nights from now, if you did not know that, race fans. So what do you say? Until we see you next time, race fans, we hope you enjoyed tonight's show here for the Bar Macqui 100 at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. And until we see you at Bar Macqui, race fans, everybody stay safe. And we'll see you in turn 3.